Hey everybody, it's Allison Salvin with Stamp Crazy with Allison, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, British Columbia on the west coast of Canada. So welcome, welcome. I'm just going to wait for all of you to come on and then we're going to get started. We're going to be using the hand pen suite. If you're watching a replay of this broadcast, I do want to say that it was actually presented live, so that's why you're going to hear some kind of chit chat going back and forth. And so it seems kind of weird watching another replay like that, but that's why. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? What's the weather like in Alberta? It's chilly here for Vancouver, but it is glorious sunshine. We got a bit of snow this morning, so that was kind of weird. Because of course we did. The only way we get sunshine is if it snows. Oh, hi, Wendy. Wendy. Hi, Keisha. Cold and snowing. Ugh. Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, it's beautiful here, and it's beautiful where Keisha is. And what is it like, Wendy? Now, Wendy, are you my stamper in Swansea? I'm trying to remember. I think you are in Swansea in Wales. Yes, I think so. Anyway, gosh, what time is it there? Late. Goodness, you're up late. Anyway, I'm glad. Hang in there, because I'm never very long on these. Like, hang in there for 30 minutes. You can do it. Okay, guys, just make sure that I'm broadcasting. Obviously, I am, and you obviously can hear me. So I think we're good. I'm just going to bring up my display on my other screen so that I can see what you guys are saying when you say it. Okay. The sun was beautiful. Oh, you didn't get snow today? Oh yeah, I woke up to some snow. Not a lot, it was a bit icy, but not too bad. All right, you guys, I think we're good. Let's head over to our little stamping area. And I'm just going to refresh this screen so I can see that. Oh, Jennifer, you're so sweet. Thank you. Yes, Wendy joins us, but usually not at night. Like, it's late there. It's like, I think they're 8 hours ahead. So I don't know. Is that like, it can't be 1 a.m. Are you watching me at 1 a.m? Try and stay awake. You have had a horrible, horrible week with storms. Unbelievable. That I can't remember what name they gave that storm, but it looked horrific. I was thinking of my family in Scotland, and I also have family in London, but my aunt and uncle are in Scotland, so I hope they weathered the storm okay. All right, let's get started, you guys. So today I want to share with you hand penned. Now, I've gone back to the annual catalog. Remember the annual catalog? The poor annual catalog. It comes out and everybody's excited. And oh my gosh, look at all these beautiful things. And then as soon as another catalog comes out, it's like the older sister just kind of tossed aside. But we're going to bring back hand pens. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sharon. Good afternoon. Good evening. Okay. Where's my family in Scotland? Greenock, which is about a 30-minute train ride from Glasgow. My parents were born in Greenock, and my sisters were born in Greenock. And there's one of them now, Ellie Blake. She's popped on, and she was born in Greenock. And they immigrated to Canada when my sisters were like 2 and 3. So, but once you've got Scottish blood, both parents, you're kind of Scottish. What's that saying? For me, born in Canada, but I have Scot blood, something like that. Anyway, so we're going to go and give some love to the hand penned. Now, this is my class for March. So my classes, my monthly classes, the registration is open. The link is on my Facebook group here. And it is $22 for the class. You get 4 cards in the mail. And you can find out all the information about it. PDF, and they are beautiful cards. My partner in crime Patsy Wagner, my border buddy, she created the cards for this beautiful set, and they are really gorgeous. God made Scots a wee bit better. Yeah. Okay. Well, the Welsh are pretty good too. We got to give a shout out to the Welsh because we've got our Welsh girl here today. All right. Oh, sorry. I'm just reading Wendy's comment. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, so let's give her a whoop whoop for staying up in Swansea, Wales. Dudley, Eunice, and Franklin. It was Franklin that I saw, and Franklin looked unbelievably awful. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's start. So I'm going to start my card today with some little bits, but let's show you the product. So we've got the penned dies, penned flower dies. So here they are. Oops. Okay. And then we've got the hand penned petals stamp set. So you can buy that as a bundle. And of course, like lots of our products, we've got, not only do they coordinate, but let me just grab this one. They actually will cut out the image once you've stamped it, right? So you can cut out around it. I love this one. You've got that. You've got intricate ones. You've got outline ones. They're just really beautiful. And then we've also got the designer series paper. Now this comes 12 by 12. Okay. So look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, these kind of look the same, but they're really not. They've got a lot of different tones from fresh freesia, and they've even got some cinnamon in here. And then on the other side, you've got more of the muted colors, right? So beautiful. Love, love, love. Okay, so the first thing I did for my card was I cut a bunch of strips. Let's grab those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are. Oops, 4, 5. Okay, so these are cut to 1/2 an inch. Now it doesn't matter how long they are. They're about 2 inches. Some of them are a little longer. I'm going to be covering them up. I just want the edges to show, so it doesn't really matter. I've started with a basic white card front, so 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I've got an extra layer here. That's your 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so let's start by getting my glue. And I want to put these on my card. I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to be covering this up like so. I'm just going to have the ends sticking out, so it'll be okay. No matter what, I just grab scraps. Okay, so let me just start gluing these on. Come on, glue. There we go. You know, the danger with anything, right, is if your glue kind of gets clogged up because this is full, and then you squeeze too hard and it just goes everywhere. So that gets kind of ugly. What I think I'm going to do is take the piece that I'm going to be covering it up with and just kind of line up where I'm going to be putting that. And that way I can sort of see where I've got a center there. And then I'm just going to build out from there. Okay. So let me turn this. I am using the more muted sides. You get more definition in the colors on that. Otherwise, if I use the flower side, they'd be a little bit too busy, right? Okay. Ugh, gosh, this is a full glue, and I am afraid to squeeze it too hard because it would just go plop, plop. Now, the good news today for me is after 14 horrifically long weeks, because remember I was sick, I actually got to the hairdresser today. And I swear, I walked in like a granny and I walked out like a younger granny. But it feels good. Doesn't it feel good to just take care of yourself and get a haircut? A hair color. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Levine. Okay. All right. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect, you guys. We're not going to lose too much energy or sleep over it. So that's kind of what we're going for. A very subtle color off the side there. Oh, hi, Connie from Ohio. Nice to see you again. All right, next up, I want to take just a piece of basic white. I think I've cut this to about 3.5 by 3.5 roughly. And then this is Adhesive Sheets. Now, we used to carry the Sizzix brand of adhesive sheets, but now we have our own, but I have so many left over. I'm just going to use that. So if you order our adhesive sheets, they work exactly the same as what I'm going to show you. So this is like a double-sided piece of glue, really. And what I want to do is I want to just peel off, okay, the top layer. So I've got some glue on here, and I'm just going to glue it down like so. Okay, so now I've got glue on the back, but it's protected by kind of a wax paper. Does that make sense? Okay, oh, seems shaking the desk. Don't mean to shake the desk. I'm going to grab this intricate design. Just one sec here. I'm going to grab this one. Okay. And I'm going to run that through, and we can put that through our Baby Boss. Here's our little machine, our little baby machine. Okay. I've got my plate number 3, my clear plate. Okay. I've got, oops, my basic white, and then the cardstock is facing up, okay, and the glue sheet is facing down, okay. And let's just make our little sandwich. I love my Baby Boss too. Hi, Catherine. Nice to see you. I always say that as if I can see you, but I can kind of see you. Oh, of course, it never fails that the phone rings when you're in a live, but that's okay. Just put that on ignore. All right. And I'm going to take that off. And there's my die. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my little, take a pick, because I want, I'm going to be poking out these pieces that I won't want. But the really cool thing about this is when you start to peel it, it's going to actually pull a lot of those bits away with it, and it's going to leave the glue. But before I do that, let's give it a stamp. Let's stamp something here. So let me grab the stamp set, and I'm going to use thanks. Okay, thanks, thanks. Thank you. Okay. And here it is. Boy, I really have used these a lot, the stamp set, and they're a little gummy. Now, I am going to make sure that my ink is inked. I should have checked before I... Oh, yeah, that's great. Okay, so here's my piece. Ink that up with my Memento ink, and I'm going to just stamp it low on this little square. And there we go. Okay, give it a second to dry. While that's doing that, let's go back to our little piece here. And when we pull this off, most of these little bits are going to fall off. Can you see that? They've kind of come off because of the backing with the glue. And the rest of them, I'm just going to have to poke out. And that's okay, because it's a lot easier to poke out these little bits than it is to put my Tombow glue on these very fine lines. And I do pride myself that I'm good at my Tombow glue, but it's a lot easier to just have this, turn that over, to have this glue on the back. Okay. Oop. Just a few more. We'll just poke out a few more, and then we'll be ready to go. There we go. I think that's good. I think we got it all. Oh, those 3 little guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you still with me? My Swansea girl is, she may have fallen asleep watching me. All right. Gosh, now it's stuck to me. Pull this in. Whew, stuck. Grab that. All right. Now I want to have this side kind of going down. And I'm just going to sort of, let's see here. Maybe I'll have to go this way. No, I was right the first time. I'll go this way. And that's good. That looks good. Just wanted, it's just a very subtle look. I hope you can see that. It's just white on white, right? And it just gives it some dimension and texture, which I really like. And then we've got our little piece here. Well, let's put this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pop it up. I find that when I have two layers that are the same color, it gives it a little bit of dimension just to have a little bit of definition between the two layers, if that makes sense. So let's do that. Oops. Okay. Go like that. And then let's pop this one up. Oh, you're still up. I'm really proud of you, Wendy. You deserve a prize. Hi, Leanne. No, I've got Wendy in Swansea, Wales, and I've got my friend Leanne in Perth, Australia. So we're kind of covering the globe here. Kind of cool. Whenever Leanne is in Canada, which is usually about every 4 years, but she hasn't been able to come because of COVID, we get together, and it's lovely. All right. And we actually met through Stampin' Up. Like she was looking for something, and she was I think her cousin was in Canada, and she asked me if I had this retired thing. I think it was the Build-A-Bear. And I did. And anyway, long story short, we just started a correspondence, and then she said she was coming to Canada, and it was like a pen pal thing. And then we got together. So that's fun. Oh, Wendy, you're so sweet. I can tell you from Wales. That's a sweet thing to say. All right. Now let's put some bling on here, shall we? I hadn't really thought about what bling I want, so let me grab my bling box. I have an actual box of bling, which sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Here we go. Look at this box of bling. Let's see what we've got. Problem is, I sometimes can't quite remember all the names of the bling. I wonder if this would work. Let's see. Thinking these are kind of pretty. Those pastel pearls. I think those would be nice because it sort of picks up the colors in the DSP. So let's grab some of those. Let's put one up here. And it's a pink one. Let's do a bright purple one. Gosh, I've got my hair stuck to my pearls. And let's do kind of this, silvery one, I think. All right. So now we've added some bling. So it's a pretty simple card, right? Look at that. I made that in, will you post the measurements? I don't usually, but I could, Jennifer, if I remember. That would be good to do, wouldn't it? I'll give you a quickie. It's regular card front. The white piece here is 4 by 5 1/4. This piece here is 3 by 3. Let me double check. 3 by 3. And then you need 5 pieces that are 1/2 inch and at least, 1 inch long. But if you remind me, I will post them. Okay. So that's the card. Let me show you a couple of other cards using this stamp set. Now, some of these I got in a swap, and I have no idea who they're from because it was a while ago. But here's one. Isn't that pretty? Love this. So that's gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? Love that. And of course, this is what I was talking about, where you can stamp the image and then cut it out with your matching coordinating die. Okay. I made this one for a class a long time ago, a different class. And my sister Ellie had sent me a card using a different stamp set, and I copied the style. I don't remember the name of this fold. I'm so sorry. Slide and lock or something. I think that's what it's called. You've got this little piece. You make this little slidey thing. Slidey thing? Slidey thing. And then it just kind of keeps it closed. Oops. Trying to show you what I'm talking about. This just goes in here. Oop. There we go. And then it just slides up and down. Isn't that pretty? Love the DSP. Kind of shows off the DSP, doesn't it? And I'll say, let's do one more, and then I'll save the rest to show you on another live. Here's one that's kind of different. Look at this one with the fresh freesia and that DSP just down the side. And then I just used, oh, got a star there. I just used the blending brush with the fresh freesia ink and just created like a little place for that to sit. And then I've just cut out a vellum butterfly, and yeah, it's kind of pretty. Okay, so let me bring in my card. Here we go. Yeah, it is cool, Levine. It's really cool. I should make one live. I'll do you know what? I'll do one of the lives. I'll make one of these cards and show you guys how to make it, okay? And you're right, Wendy, the white on white is very effective, right? I love it too. What else? You should really use it. Yes, Wendy, pull out your bundle and use it. And the black makes it pop. You're absolutely right on that. On this one, it makes it pop. You're quite right. All righty, let's go back over here. And there we go. Split screen. So you see, I got my roots done. I got my hair cut. I don't look like an old lady. Well, I look better than I did. So let me remind you, celebration is ending on February 28th. So if you want your freebie, put in your order for $60 or $120 and pick up your freebie. And check out my link to my upcoming class. So that's the hand pen. And then my regular Create with Ange and Allison class, we're going to be using the Easter Friends stamp set. And actually, let me just show you what that looks like before I forget. Okay, so here we go. Easter Friends. Isn't it cute? Now, our cards aren't going to all be Easter, but you can use it for babies or all sorts of things. Just a fun spring card. Isn't it cute? So starting, gosh, next week. So next Thursday, I'll be using this stamp set to show you a card just to introduce you to our class. And then this was a card that I got in a swap. Isn't it cute? With the little deck. So cute. So those are the two classes for March. And that's about it. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, too cool to go too short. Oh, yeah. Well, I just put an ad on. All right. The lock one. Yeah. Well, I'll make you the lock one, you guys. I will do that. I promise. I'll make myself a note and do that. All right. Well, I think that's it. Wow, we were done in like 23 minutes. That's crazy. Okay. So, thanks for joining me. Oh, Levine. Yes. Sometimes the images sort of come back and resemble other images. You're quite right. So if you still got that stamp set, look it out and you can make the cards. What else was I going to say? Thank you for coming. I always appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy days and lives to join me live or watch me later. Remember, if you can go over to YouTube, Stamp Crazy with YouTube, and watch some of my older videos. I'm trying to get my hourly watches up, so I appreciate it if you can do that. And I will see you all, hopefully, at 10 a.m. Pacific time on Sunday, which I can't believe it's Thursday, so a couple of days from now, at 10 a.m. for my next live. And I'll see you then. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thanks so much. Really appreciate you coming.